2015 was a busy year for severe weather across Texoma, with over 30 reports of tornadoes in our viewing area alone. The strongest of those twisters touched down on May 16th and left some picking up the pieces in the communities of Tipton and Elmer. The storm gained strength just southwest of where Highway 283 crosses the Red River. This is about where the tornado initially touched down. The storm then tracked northeast, narrowly missing the communities of Elmer and Tipton, but still doing some damage before lifting just east of Snyder along Highway 62. Along this initial path, the tornado was rated an EF-2 with winds of 111 to 135 miles per hour. It was later upgraded to EF-3 with winds of 136 to 165 miles per hour. More on why they changed that rating later. The same supercell went on to produce a smaller but still potent EF-1 twister near Mears, causing damage to the Mears fire station. Winds were estimated at 86 to 110 miles per hour. I'm here at the National Weather Service in Norman, the office responsible for issuing the warnings for that massive tornado on May 16th and for conducting the damage survey the day after. I had a chance to talk to Warning Coordination Meteorologist Rick Smith about how they conducted the damage survey and what made them change the rating to an EF-3.
Before we ever leave to go do the damage survey for that storm in particular, we've gathered as much information as we could. We have a rough idea of the tornado's track based on radar data, so we kind of knew where to start and where to look.
But they must go quickly before the cleanup begins and investigate where the most significant damage occurred.
Because that's how we rate the tornado. The tornado is rated based on the most intense damage anywhere along the path.
Although there was damage to several homes, power poles, farm equipment, and hay bales, it proved to be a challenge to find damage consistent with anything greater than EF-2, or 111 to 135 miles per hour.
So what we usually do in situations like that is bring that data back to the office and confer with our colleagues here in the office who have also had damage survey experience and say, hey, what do you think about this? So ultimately it was damage to some buildings, a couple of buildings there in southwest Oklahoma, kind of around the Elmer-Tipton area, right in between there, where we did determine that the damage was representative of an EF-3 tornado.
Even though there was significant property damage in parts of Jackson and Tillman counties, the more densely populated town centers of Elmer and Tipton were spared, and that's a good thing considering how large this twister was.
If we were able to use other data like radar data, it's quite possible this tornado could have been rated higher, because some of our experienced meteorologists who were analyzing the radar data indicated this is some of the strongest radar signatures they've seen in a storm. At the maximum width, the tornado was nearly a mile wide. It was on the ground for 40 miles, and thankfully it just didn't hit a lot of structures, and we can be very thankful for that.
For the Skywarn 7 Weather Team, I'm meteorologist Matt DiPirro.